Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me, the Babbler. That is me on this revolutionary rise of an uprise at this time. There's a lot of things happening at this time, and so I am just going to go right in. I am going to do each element, and since we are in Gemini season, technically Western astrology, I'm going to do the air signs first. So this is going to be the air signs video for the new full moon in Sagittarius. That is here already, pretty much. All this thunder and lightning that we're experiencing in the East Coast. Full moon in Sag, June, I don't even know the date right now. What is today's date, guys? June 7th, June 8th? Can't see, I don't have my glasses on. Either way, kind of what's been on my mind is the after the full moon effects and how it's going to be affecting you, mind, body, heart, and soul. So I have several decks laid out in front of me. I'm not probably going to do the same exact thing for every single element. It is most wisest to know your birth chart analysis, birth chart blueprint, so you can see the dominating elements in your chart and the planets that matter the most. Like, like, although all planets matter, all lives matter, right? Everyone matters. Either way, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of high emotions at this time. So I am just going to pretty much go right in. It's mind, body, heart, and soul elevation, evolution, insight. This is a general collective message. Make sure you know your chart, like I was saying. All the elements that are dominating for you in your sign: sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, Venus sign, your north node, Jupiter. Yeah, it's good to know each of those and which element each of those fall under. Like in Vedic astrology, I have Aquarius in my chart, so that's air. So air, air, welcome. This is a collective message. I really do believe and know that if you are here, no matter what brings you here, there's something for you here. And if not, my dear, that you do not hear, know that your soul does. And also, this is a healing oasis channel, so you will leave having received for free energetic alchemical healing sent to you. Yes, you like my outfit too. These are just, in no way am I affiliated or promoting them, but right now these are new babies. The copper fit for the hands because I do a lot of body work, my friends, and so it's important to take care of yourself. And these were actually made for me. They're also the copper fit, but these are actually socks that Brother Bear had cut for me because my elbows and my arms. Anyways, I do a lot of body work, like I said. Okay, so without further ado, air signs, welcome to your full moon. Elemental. What's poppin' and happening for you? What is being infused, released, harmonized, fixed, made aware to you during this full moon? What message that you're going to receive, that you need, that is of your highest calling, purpose. Whatever your soul needs to hear right now is whatever it is that you're going to receive, okay? You know what I mean? And if you don't want to hear all of my babbles, I'm going to time tap this 444. 444, look up that number. That's going to be important to you. There's a message in that for you, air signs. 444. Here we go. So I am going to use my karma cards here. These usually pretty much deliver a very clear message. Planets, signs, and houses. And here we go. Air signs. What message do we have for our beautiful, lovely air signs? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. I find those things very important too. Or just take whatever resonates with you. If you're here, even if you're not that sign, love, love, love. Energy is here. Venus, the planet Venus visits the air signs. Alright, what about Venus? What about Venus? The attraction. I like these because they give pretty clear messages. That was too many. Here we go. Venus and Leo. Alright. About self-confidence, my air signs. Having the self-confidence that you need in order to create and attract the truest desires of your heart being made manifest by you being most honest with yourself, you see. Because creators are we. And sometimes we have to get to the root of things. Because when we get to the root of things, and we get to the bottom of it, and what if life can be a little bit easier? Sometimes we box ourselves in such a way that we stunt our own growth because we lack thereof the confidence that we need to propel and move ourselves forward, because something blocks us from feeling deserving, you know, in some kind of way. Yeah, freedom. Okay, so you got Venus and Leo in the 11th house. Okay, and so if you know about these cards, because I've done them before, I pretty much read them across on all sides and levels. Usually the blue is about the communication too, about the things that are coming in, but either way there could be a message in either all of the sentences that are formed and formulated, or in some. Either way, this is a collective read. If you want a personal reading one-on-one with me, you can go to enchantress.com. Don't look at my toes. We need pedicures, okay? Okay, Venus and Leo in the 11th house. Also here, some Leo season. Leo season is in the month of, in Western astrology, July, August. Something's hopping and popping off. Venus in Leo in the 11th house. The attraction of self-confidence to create freedom. So maybe somewhere you are a little bit stuck. This full moon is going to bloom for you and highlight, ignite. Something's going to spark some kind of clarity that's going to, or could, if you so choose and allow, because mutable is Gemini, cardinal is Libra, but fixed is Aquarius, okay? Pleasure from taking a chance on associations, new collaborations, maybe going outside your typical grain or way of doing certain kind of things, connecting with new parties, creating long-lasting foundations, meeting at a root of something that can blossom. Good times resulting from the impressiveness of your circle of friends. So the attraction of self-confidence to create the freedom that you feel that you don't have right now at this time is being worked on during this full moon bloom, because we know that full bloom, so something that maybe you have began making manifest or making to create, whether you were conscious of it or not, but it's been already in the workings, that now this full moon bloom creates for you some kind of portal, new door, new opportunity for you to walk in and open that door and create something more that is in alignment with you, because that is what you would want to do, because you are a powerful manifestor, creator of your world, and you know, you don't have to force yourself to comply or abide or be something that you were once upon a time, and now you get to create, co-create, meet, collaborate, do new things. But you gotta jump outside your box. You have to be brave. Be brave is what I hear Spirit say. Be brave in every kind of way, because you, oh, look at this. And I didn't even get to shuffle. I just opened this up. 6 of Swords coming out of troubled lands, waters, going out into the new horizon. And maybe this is where you at right now. Now not now. This full moon bloom style. Something's gonna be highlighted for you this full moon, which is in the energies now too. Something is happening, and there's an opportunity for you to take, if you want, to go another way and to leave the past behind. And yes, it can be a little melancholic too at this time. But look at, there's 2 this time. The swords have already been used. Now I'm going to flip this over to Venus and Leo's in the 11th house. And so I find the orange is kind of like the advice of this Karma Sutra kind of message. So it says, cherish leadership for humanity's sake. Yeah, why would you comply? Or why would you resign? Or why would you fall back into your own line because of your lack thereof of confidence in yourself to do whatever it is that you need to do? Or maybe you have in your mind too something that just prevents you from making the moves that you need to do, and so you become stagnant and stuck too, instead of taking charge. So maybe that's what's been happening up until this point, and something's gonna happen this full moon that is just gonna be like, woo, I'm fertile too, I'm abundant too, I can do this too. Or maybe there's an Empress for you. You know, I don't go into gender specifics, and this one to be in, because it's talking about Venus. So maybe something in love. Something in love. So you have Venus ruled by Libra. Ruled by Libra. Oh yeah? No. Ruled by Libra. Libra is ruled by the planet Venus. Like, why that sentence doesn't sound right. Listen, I'm going to be posting this and stuff like that, because I did take the oath that I wasn't going to be posting anything like, you know, personnel or anything unrelated to what is going on in this world until after the 7th. So you're going to be receiving this messages, air signs, a little bit later than after the full moon, because the full moon is coming up already today, in fact, but it's been thundering and raining, symbolic in every kind of way, because there's some kind of transformation happening within, as within exudes on out. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be receiving this just a couple of days a little bit later, but still it's going to apply, because it's the after effects of this current right now time, and it's about like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for me, guys. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is just at the time. So, you know, there's something taking place that is building up this like momentum of something that's growing. So Venus is all about love. Leo is all about passion, right? Lion, roar, king and queen of my jungle. I want something more. Air signs, you want something more? Is it in the feeling realms? Libra, we already know you love love. We want love. We crave it. Can you taste it? For humanity's sake. Right now we're going through such a horrific time where there's things happening, protests, violence taking place, tyrannical abuse being documented in every kind of way. United we stand in every kind of way when we know what we stand for, and it's for humanity's sake. I don't want to do it for humanity. Okay, do it for yourself. Do it for you, because you're deserving of that too. You should have what it is that you want and desire, but you have to wear the proper attire, and that's getting into your know. And if you don't know, and if you deny, and you just, you know, trying to live a complacent kind of life and acting like you all happy in this time, then asleep you shall be. and dumb you will get, and then you'll cycle that around, and then you give in without going in. You know what I mean? So it says, cherish leadership for humanity's sake. You know, sometimes we think we owe people stuff, or sometimes we think that everything has to be this certain type of way because that is what is told to us or shown to us, and yet we feel like taken aback, numb from that kind of disease, of that kind of conditioning. And so you behave in such a way and you don't even realize that it's all because of your conditioned kind of way. And so you don't participate or you navigate in a different kind of way, but through the influence of that conditioned state. And so is it alignment, you know? So for humanity's sake, you may say, oh, it's not my responsibility what other people do, but note that you must be the change that you want to be and see in this world. You have to be that. Like, one of the grandest things, and this comes from, you know, I'm not perfect, I make mistakes too, but, you know, being the example, that's what these tattoos, excuse my kitty, where there's a will, there's a way. To lead through example. When there's a will, there's a way. When you can be the one to lead through example. That's what that all means. Symbolically. You know what I mean? It's a reminder. So there's certain things that I just got emotional. So there's a lot of things coming up. We have a lot of planets that are in retro. So they're bringing up shit. Okay? They're bringing up shit on a stick. Here, you want to eat this? Okay, so you have choices to make, things to do. What am I going to cycle about into my new? Okay, the leadership that you have to do for yourself. Because if not, believe that you got other dictators in this world and be like, you don't know what to do. Well, let me fill up your time. Let me tell you what you're going to do. That don't sound cool. I was going with too much sass. I liked unicorns before they were cool. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't even know what the movie The Last Unicorn is. I cried. I cried in that movie all the time. I watched it as an adult again because I have the movie. And I was like, that's why. So much different inner sight. Last Unicorn. Anyways. So, you know, sometimes we think we owe. We feel like we owe when we're not being reciprocal. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay. But, yeah. All is paid. Up to date. You know what I'm saying? You're allowed to grow. You're allowed to seed differently. So don't get so caught up in the commercial waves of things. We can shift. Okay? Enjoy the creativeness of your hopes and wishes, especially when you're connecting with those that are in alignment with you. Ooh, how creatives come up with and do. It says charm, art, and beauty are the way to do what you want to do and do it for the future. Beautiful. And so, you know, there's choices to be made, especially after the conflict, okay? After, you know, you might feel this type of way. You might feel that you have to leave behind, or maybe it's not such like a great feeling at this time, or maybe, you know, you're betrayed, or maybe you are the betrayer. You know, who knows, whichever role it is that you play, and you feel you have to walk away. But there's new land. What would you like to see on the new land? Love. Maybe you got somewhere to go. Maybe you got something to do. Maybe you got some cups to give it because you receive it. And maybe there's someone, something, or there's some kind of leveling of feelings, a message a journey. When the knight goes on a journey, it's because he's feeling some type of way. He knows something, because remember, the page goes to the knight and delivers this message, and the page runs to the beat of that message, and then they're born a king. You know what I mean? So, love, cherish. Alright? So, okay, I'm here. I'm just going to clarify for this because the 5s keep coming out. There's change. 555s. That's another number for you guys. 555s. Okay? 555, 444. Maybe you've been hearing that, seeing that in some kind of way. 555 is 15, 6, right? 444 is 4, 8, 12, 3, 3, 6. Okay. We got 9, 3, 6. And then, you know me, Nikola Tesla, 369 times. Okay? So there's some conflict going on at this time. Okay? This full moon, the full moon that's coming, especially the full moon in Sagittarius, that's positive. Oh, look at 9 of Cups, let's pop out again, okay? So there's some conflict maybe in regards to the night. Maybe a lot of people want the night. Energies are intermingling and changeable. I don't go gender specific. I'm speaking just my conditioned perspective. A night here, it's a picture of a guy, so I go he. But it could very well be a she. Or vice versa, you know what I mean? There's some guy that some ladies is fighting about. Or there's some girl, some dudes is fighting about. Or the same sex kind of couples, and you get what I mean. You know what I mean? So there's some kind of conflict in regards to love with this knight right here. And he's looking at the battle, so, but he's holding one cup. Who are you holding that cup for? And why are you watching the battles? You're watching the battles. What are you doing about it? But we know the knight takes charge. So where is the knight taking charge to? Let's see. After this full moon, where is the knight going? Where's the knight going? Where's the knight going? Oh. He's in his magician hermit mode. It's the King of Cups. Okay. So this knight is watching the battle. He's watching it while silently working his alchemy, his magicianry. Because remember, the magician has all the aces. So that means the magician has every single tool that he needs to make manifest. And the only reason that I said that he was doing it quietly, because the hermit popped up with it. So this dude, this 9 of Cups that has been watching these battles over here that are struggling, this is air signs, okay? You've been watching from the sidelines, or maybe you're a big, huge participant of it too. But all these battles, right? Change is coming and brew. Been working on yourself too, silently, away. I've been working on my aces. Ace of Pentacles, which is your monies. Ace of Cups, which is this cup of love. Then you got Ace of Swords, which is your truth. And then you got Ace of Wands, which is your passions and, you know, things like that. So you have every single thing that you need, all the alchemy that you need. And then look at what happens. The knight becomes the King of Cups. That leadership role. So the masculine energies and the feminine energies, if you want to go individual with this, because you know how I like to make this about self-evolution too, because you have the divine masculine energy existing inside of you and the divine feminine energy existing inside of you, working together through the conflict. Then here comes emerging, because you got King of Cups, that's water energy, right? You got, like, you know, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energies, the water element, which is yin, which is yin energy, feminine energy, being worked on in the cave, because there's been a lot of conflict happening. So what the hell is this King of Cups gonna do? Okay, oh, I gotta charge this. What the hell is the King of Cups gonna be doing now that he's the King of Cups? Oh, it's going to work. On what? Well, clearly it's pentacles here on earth. But, you know, as we know with any king, he's already established. But he's also working hard. I work hard for the money. So this I'm also reading and establishing this. Maybe there's been a little lazy shift with some of the air signs too in regards to whatever it is that they have to do for themselves, that in regards to self-mastery, love, truth, freedom, creativeness. Maybe there has been a creative block in some kind of way. This full moon is going to allow you to create, because remember the Empress showed up too. So, you know, enjoy the creativeness of your hopes and your wishes. But, you know, so there's going to be some kind of movements, because the Knights move, the King is established. So, you know, that's a beautiful thing, and that's a good full moon thing to remove you from the bondages that bind you now. Working hard to release that bind, air signs, that keeps you tied to old shit, toxic shit, or contracts and things with people that no longer fit. That conflict shit. Working hard behind the scenes to rid themselves or yourself from the things, no longer being stagnant in your energy, holding on to things that you do not need. Gotta learn how to let go, surrender. So that's kind of the message that I'm receiving for you guys, letting you know. So look, this moon, the moon freaking card came out. This full moon energy, okay? There's something that's going to be revealed to you that's going to illuminate, highlight, and put into clearer perspective the things that you need to do. It's also going to release within you a big spark of creative energy that's going to allow you to flourish in every kind of way. That is going to fill your cup, that you are going to align, because you have been doing the behind the scenes work this whole entire time, and the moon is going to highlight these things and remove that stagnant energy, because you have been working hard for that money, right, to release you from the bonds and bondages that you have now been experiencing. So one last message. I don't know if it's gonna be the last one, but we're already going into 30 minutes. That's why you don't look at my toes. Nobody's gotten pedicures, and I haven't even had time to paint my toes because I've been busy. But I'm colorful here, okay? And yeah, oh, and I also have these copper fit. Oh, this one's not copper fit. This one's Zensa. I don't know, but it has one of the rune symbols here. That's per throw, which is an abundance to filleth of a cup, looketh. Oh my me, I just see runes and everything. I have runes all over my body. Okay, so I've been drawing runes since I was a little girl. I'm still little, fun size, but it's like this. Alright, so what soul truth message do we have for our air signs at this time with this message that is being received? Listen, I'll fix the cards later. But what soul truth do we have for you air signs right now that's going to further complement and contribute to this message that is being received about your energies and about what... Oh, if I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Soul truth. Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Today's soul action. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you really, truly desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. When you do, you will be supported, because you will be in alignment and you will see your luck change. Be brave in every kind of way, but you got to take initiative in that kind of way. You got to get your ass up and you got to do your do. And not everybody's going to like your do. And it doesn't matter. But you are a leader. You're the true leader. You have something to say. You can do it in any kind of way. You gotta burn in that kind of way. You gotta come into your own. Stop allowing the energies around you, the external stimuli, the influences around you, or your fear of rejection, or your need for validation, or you don't want to be in the spotlight in some kind of way because people are going to look at you for being different in that kind of way, or they're going to judge you in some kind of way. Release that bond, that bind, or the people in your life that just shortchange you, feed you scraps. That's how they control you in that kind of way, with that mindset. Or maybe you're surrounded by a bunch of people that are only out for themselves, and so you live in that kind of environment of hell. Like, you know, or, you know, you just lack thereof. You need a boost of self-confidence for yourself. You need to see your value meal. You know? One more soul truth message, man. I like these soul truth cards. Oh my, 3121. 3121, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 6, 7. 3, 6, 7. That's the number 2. So look up. I'm writing this down so that I can write it in your thing. 30, 3, 6, 7. Okay, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. Just 7. Again, so you got 2 7s. Okay, 2. So 3, 6, 9, 7, 7, 3, 6, 7. 5, 5, 5, and 4, 4, 4. These are numbers for you too. Alright, and then I'm going right here. Right? Okay? Okay? What excuses are you making right now? Ask yourself, what excuses am I making right now that is keeping my butt not doing what it is that I want? Why am I always making excuses? Okay? No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Air signs, the time is now. Air signs, the time is now. The time is now. That's the message. That's the message for you. That's the title of it, okay? The time is now. Today's soul action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Where there is a will. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. There's a thing, emotions that I'm crying. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm just proud of you. You can do this, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it, even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart. You will be led. Be protected, my friends. Thank you for tuning in with me. I hope that this helps you in every single kind of way. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to check me out on my Instagram as well, at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS, Enchantress. And my blog, my baby, enchantingbabbles.blogspot.com. Subscribe there for free. And then my website, enchantressthebabbler.com, where you can look at a list of my services, my shop, my plans and packages, my blog also there. And this is how we can connect. And you can subscribe there for free, and you will receive a message personally from me, not automated too. From me, you know, from me to you. And thank you for tuning in. My friends, make sure to check out your other dominating elements in your chart that will also have a message for you. So we speak again.